Morning guys, how you doing? So beautiful day today, considering the circumstances of this nasty coronavirus that's going around. But I'm isolating myself on my bike, helmet on, gloves on. Me and the wife working from home now, and my daughter's off school as well, so reducing the risk significantly. So I just thought I'd come out on this bike and blow the cobwebs off it. I've had it probably maybe a month and a half or something like that, and I've not really ridden it much. I've had a few little spurts around here and there, but obviously the weather's getting better now. I mean, I'm a bit cold though. I've got layers on, but like an idiot I've actually put my breathable jacket on. Oh! And my body's warm but my arms are cold. So I think I might have to go back and get my other jacket after I've just going to nip down to the CAF. I know that CAFs are closed, but they are doing a takeaway service. So I'm nipping down to the corner house in Holmfirth. Shout out to them. Absolutely brilliant down there. It's really weird though, because I've gone into the CAF and they've just sort of blocked off one side, and then the other bit they've removed all the tables and chairs, so you just go in, it's just like a takeaway, like you've been out on the lash or something. But yeah, I mean that is going to help those businesses significantly by being able to do that. I mean, unfortunately pubs can't do the same, so you know, it's not a very good time for them. Anyway, that's the doom and gloom out of the way. So I've come out on this bike, this Kawasaki. It's a Ninja ZX6 or 636 or A1P, whichever you want to call it. I think that's the right coding for it. It's a 2003 model, and compared to my Harley Davidson, this is absolutely beautiful to ride. It's got 25 I think thousand on the clock. Had a few teething issues when I bought it, but we're all good, I think. I had a split hose. I took the tank off, I had a split hose. There was one of the female connectors for the inlets, because it's ram aid. That's the correct terminology. As you know, I'm not technical. I'm just a freak sometimes, but yeah, it's a lovely bike. It's so light compared to my Harley Davidson, because that's a 1450 Fat Boy FLSTF, which you've probably seen on my other vlogs. So if you haven't subscribed yet or checked my other vlogs, please subscribe. Crazy Legs on a Bike. I'm quite new at this, probably been about a year, but just trying to figure things out. yeah, it's a great, absolutely stonking bike. And I think the good thing about this bike is as well that even though it's a sports bike, it doesn't seem like it's forced over. So when you've been riding it for a bit, it feels like you're quite upright. I mean, obviously when you get at some kind of speed, you sort of like drop your body down. But if I sit up right now, look, that is really comfy. The seat's really comfy as well. So I think you're just getting the best of both worlds. You know, if you want the speed, you've got the speed, and also if you want if you want to be comfortable, you're comfortable. So if you're comfortable on it, that suggests to me as well that you could possibly have this as a touring bike. Whether you might not want to because of fuel consumption. I'm guessing that the fuel consumption is going to be not too bad, but I suppose if you know, if you want to ride it like a sports bike, then obviously you're gonna get through some fuel, aren't you? But it's an absolute joy to ride. It picks up. It's a carburetor model. I'm guessing the injector models are going to be a lot more dynamic, I suppose. I don't know what the difference is in the top end. I've not really looked at those stats yet on this, but I'm sure you can look those up for a 636 what the stats are. I'm thinking about 2.7 0 to 60. I'm thinking about 156 top end. I'm not sure. It's all in green. Nice looking bike. I did put something out on a vlog where it was just basically a walk round saying that the review was going to come soon. So if you just watch that, and it just pans around the bike. Since I did that, I have changed the exhaust on it, because the one that was on it was a Del Vecchi, and it was like a shorty, and even with the baffles in, it was just too raspy. This has now got a nice sort of deep tone to it. This is one of those Lextech ones. I'm not sure how good they are, but it was one that I had, and it's quite nice. It is quite nice. It's got a nice sort of deeper tone to it, and I've took the baffle out of this one as well, but it's not that noisy, it's not that raspy. Just at normal speeds, obviously when you power it, it does come into a world of its own. But yeah, it's just great. It's just a great bike to ride. It's light, you can throw it around bends, and you can have a lot of fun on it. You've got even the passenger seat. You can take the passenger seat off, and that gives you substantial room to put stuff in it. You might want to put a puncture outfit in there. You could probably carry a couple of drinks in there, your vlogging cameras, your wallet, your phone. I'm not saying they're all going to go in together. It depends on what size packs that you've got. So, you know, I just think it's ideal. So you've got that storage. I'm not sure whether this will take panniers. It might take the soft panniers. I'm not sure if you can get anything like as regards hard panniers. But I'm guessing if you buy this anyway, you're probably not going to want it for touring. But saying that, I'll probably use it if I go anywhere, because the Harley Davidson is sort of my baby, my pride and joy. So, you know, I don't know if but yeah, it's got some sting, this. It hasn't got ABS, so you've just got to be careful on that. It's on an 03 plate, I think I mentioned that, but it hasn't got the ABS. So let's just go down here. But yeah, I suppose if you just give yourself plenty of room, you're not likely to slide. So yeah, it's all green. I wasn't too keen on this colour. It's like a snotty green, and you see some of them with the green bodies and they've got like the black wheels, and I thought that looked a bit better because it wasn't too much green. But this one's got the green wheels as well, and the more I look at it, the more it grows on me. Now, I did get this because this was an absolute ridiculous stupid price. I'm not going to tell you how much it was, but it was absolutely peanuts that I bought this for. It had a few issues with it, like I said. I've sorted those out, hopefully. You know, they're only like minor little things. I had a problem with the ignition, so it wouldn't start. So that was the main first thing. The second thing was I had a small tear on one of the pipe going from the gas pipe, but that was just because it were perished a bit. So it wasn't performing right from that point. But and I mentioned earlier about obviously the ram air. There's something to do with the ram air had come loose as well, so it wasn't getting sufficient air into the engine. I put some sea foam through it as well, which has just cleared it a bit. And yeah, we seem to be all good now. So I'm quite happy with her. But yeah, I'm really liking this bike, and it's for its age. It's got a few sort of wear, you know, it's got wear and tear on it. It ain't got much mileage, but it's got bits like little sort of surface rust and stuff, which I've just coated it in ACF 50, which hopefully that'll sort that out. When it gets a bit warmer, I'll probably get it outside, strip it down, and give it a good brush down. Maybe touch it up in places, just to keep it going. But the idea of getting this bike was just as something to ride when it's crappy weather. I've got a car, so I don't commute on it. So it was just something to ride when the weather a bit crappy, or I just wanted something a little bit different. I mean, I will ride it in the summer, but you know, we're in spring now. I'm on it now, but it's nice just to have a choice. It's nice just to open the garage and have a choice of bikes. You don't have to be stupid. You don't have to buy about 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. Not that I wouldn't if I didn't have the money, but you know, I'm a bit more modest. I don't buy new bikes. Can't really afford new bikes. But this is just like, it's a nice, I love it. It's a completely different experience. I think it's got an 18-litre tank, but like I mentioned earlier, you know, that probably all depends, well, it will depend on how you ride it. But I've been on tour with the lads who, you know, when I had my VFR, which was more of a sports tourer, I've been on tours with my mates one of them's got a Daytona, one of them had a Hayabusa, and they just, you know, they do it well. They do it well. They you know, not your average. I mean, there was even a KTM RC80, I think, and that was just ridiculous how he stacked that up. But I don't know how all his gear didn't fall off the back. He had it on the back of a dog cage. It was just hilarious, but it worked, so credit, and that's off to him. But yeah, this bike is just like, it's just effortless. It's a lot of fun. front of here. Because we don't want to be waiting behind cars now, do we? No. The joys of filtering in the UK. Oh, what a beautiful day to ride my bike this way. You know, it's so good to get out. I love it. And I tell you what, you know, if you're sort of like, you know, this is something that you can do. It's good because I can get out. It's my own head, my own space, and an hour on the bike is worth, you know, it's just worth a lot of things. It's just so good for the mind. It keeps your mind sharp. All I can say, guys, is stay safe. Listen to what advice the government's given us all, because, you know, they've obviously got a plan we don't want to see in Italy. So stay safe, look after each other. Even if you're within that sort of like, you're out of that risk category group, you know, I think we've just got to be considerate towards the people who are elderly or in that category or vulnerable, you know, from underlying health issues. You might be fine, you might go around, you might not show any symptoms, but I'm sure everybody's got family and friends that do fall into that category, and I think we've just got to slow it down. It's them we're trying to protect. So all I can say, guys, is stay safe, look after each other. Crazy Legs out. I'll see you on the next one.
Sorry ass DJ.